It follows the method of bird's eye view and it covers large area of Earth. Energy of orbiting satellite, it is the energy required by a satellite to revolve around the Earth is called as its orbiting energy. So geostationary satellites moves like this, whereas polar satellites moves like this. Hello everyone, I am Brinda, Faculty of Physics, Vidyashram Pre-University College, welcoming you all to the last session, that is session 4 of chapter 8, topic gravitation. In today's session, let us discuss regarding the satellites. So here, what does that satellite mean? Satellite is the one which is used to collect the information of the world in a short period of time. So it follows a bird's eye view. We just say bird's eye view, right? So it's like when the bird goes at the top, what happens? It captures all possible things, that is, it covers the vast area in short interval of time. The same thing is with regard to the satellite, wherein a camera which is fixed. So here, it follows the method of bird's eye view and it covers large area of Earth. It covers large area of Earth. So where exactly the satellite is placed? Does it fly like birds? No. Bird's eye view doesn't mean that it flies like a bird and captures each and everything. Wherein, can you see the satellite here? No. But you can just hear some news that a rocket has launched a satellite. So yes, this satellite is being sent by rocket. And then it is launched at a position wherein it is away from the gravitational influence, as well as it keeps orbiting around the Earth. The astronauts just look into things that it doesn't fall back to the Earth. That is, once it is placed in orbit, it shouldn't fall back to the Earth. In such a way, they'll just plan out and then they will get the designing of it. Rocket as well as the satellites. So satellites are the one which gathers informations. Okay. So here, there are types of satellites. So there are two types of satellites, out of which the natural satellite of Earth is said to be Moon. Whereas artificial, or it is also known as man-made satellites. So this artificial or man-made satellites are the satellites which is used in order to get the communication. It is used in GPS, Global Positioning System, as well as televisions. And it also tells you about weather forecasting. So here, in types of satellites, we have artificial satellites or man-made satellites and natural satellites. Natural satellite of Earth is considered to be Moon, whereas artificial satellites are the one which is sent through the rocket. So the rocket are designed in such a way that in a multi-stage rocket, or before they used to use single-stage rockets, now they use multi-stage rockets, and wherein at the tip they fix the satellite, and as the rocket acquires certain speed, that is 11.2 kilometer per second, which as I had discussed in the earlier session, that is the escape velocity which is being used. Once it goes, it starts ejecting one and one of the stages and finally it leaves the satellites to orbit. That is the concept all about this satellite, how the satellite works. So Earth satellite is nothing but Moon. That is the natural satellite, out of which the other satellites are used in order to get the communication, GPS, Global Positioning System, televisions, and it also reads the weather forecasting. So how will we get at what time it's going to rain, when it is sunny, when it is cloudy, or when the weather is too cold. All these things is all because of the satellite. And how will you get the news regarding other countries? That is also because of the satellites. Satellites are placed out of the Earth in such a way that we can gather each and every information. Okay, so that is all about your Earth's satellite. So energy of orbiting satellite. So now you have to check what is the energy of the orbiting satellite, how the energy is calculated, where exactly if you place your satellites, in which orbit if you place your satellite, it keeps revolving, and what is that energy which is required for the satellites in order to orbit for a longer time. All that will be discussed here in this energy of orbiting satellite. So it is the energy required by the satellites to revolve around the Earth. Such a term is said to be your orbiting satellite. It's the energy required by the satellite to revolve around the Earth, and that is known as orbiting energy. So you all know that orbital velocity is nothing but root of gm divided by r plus h. So that is your orbital velocity. And you all know the kinetic energy is given by half mv square. Substitute this equation of orbital velocity in v square. You have got kinetic energy is equal to half m into root of gm divided by r plus h the whole square. Square cancel. So what remains is half g m and m divided by r plus h. That is your kinetic energy, say equation 1. And the gravitational potential energy at infinity. Remember, the gravitational potential energy at infinity is said to be 0. So the potential energy at r plus h, okay, from the center of the Earth is given as potential energy is equal to minus gm and m divided by r plus h. So this is your equation 2. So now, in order to calculate the total energy here, they haven't asked whether it is kinetic energy or it is potential energy. They have asked the total energy. So the total energy can be given as sum of kinetic energy and potential energy. So substitute equation 1 and 2. This is 2 and this is 1 in the place of this. So it is half g m and m divided by r plus h. So we have plus into minus, it is minus g m divided by r plus h. So half minus of some number here, if nothing is there, it is considered as 1. Half minus 1 is what? It is half. And which is a greater number here? It will be 1. So it is minus. So your answer becomes minus g m and m divided by r plus h. That is the energy required for satellite in order to orbit around the Earth. Okay. So what role this negative sign plays? Suppose if the equation is positive or else it is 0, then the satellite escapes its orbit. It escapes. So if it escapes, it takes up some other orbit, and the satellite which was to be placed in order to capture Earth's information is not handled by us. It will move somewhere else. Or else, so if it is positive or 0, it escapes the orbit. Which one? The satellite. So suppose if it is negative, then it is said to be in the correct place of the orbit. So that is why this energy is equal to minus of gmm divided by r plus h. This is the equation for energy of orbiting satellite. So, or what is that energy of orbiting satellite? It is the energy required by a satellite to revolve around the Earth is called as its orbiting energy. So now, let us come to satellites. Now, here we are just studying regarding geostationary satellite as well as the polar satellites. So what is that the main difference between geostationary satellites and polar satellites? You can see in this image. So here we have got an Earth, and this is the rotation of the Earth which is taking place in this path. The Earth is rotating in this path. So a satellite which follows the rotation of the Earth is said to be the geostationary satellites. Okay. So the geostationary satellites, it is the one which is used for communication purpose, GPS purpose and all those stuff. Those are this geostationary satellite. And what does it do? How does it work? See, the rotation is taking place in this manner. So the rotation time is about 24 hours. For 24 hours, the time the Earth rotates. So it is moving along the direction of the Earth, along the direction of rotation of the Earth. Such kind of satellites are said to be geostationary satellites. So what are these polar satellites? Polar satellites are the one which is having the polar orbit. It takes around 100 minutes, say like t is equal to 2 to 3 hours approximately. So the satellite which moves perpendicular to the equatorial line, that is said to be your polar satellites. So geostationary satellites moves like this, whereas polar satellites moves like this. So you got to know, this is your geostationary satellites and this is your polar satellites. That is the movement of these two satellites. So now here you got to know the energy required by a satellite to revolve around the Earth is called as orbiting energy, which is acquired by this polar satellite as well as geostationary satellite. So now geostationary satellites are the satellites which are used for the communication purposes. It is used in television purpose as well as GPS system. All gathers information by using this geostationary satellites, and these are the satellites which revolves in the direction of the rotation of the Earth, and the satellite which takes up the orbit in such a way that it is perpendicular to the equatorial plane. Such kind of an satellite is said to be your polar satellites. So polar satellites are having the polar orbit of time is equal to 2 to 3 hours. So that is all about your geostationary and polar satellites. So the period of rotation of this geostationary satellites is t is equal to 24 hours. So it is known as geosynchronous satellite. That is why it is known as geosynchronous satellite, and the value of its orbit. The orbital velocity of geostationary satellites is said to be 3.08 kilometers per second. So this is the orbital velocity of the geostationary satellite. So next, coming to the weightlessness. So what is all about this weightlessness? I had told you when I was explaining escape velocity. Once you just escape the influence of gravity, you will not experience any gravity on your body. So it is like zero gravity. There is no gravitational force. Each and everything starts floating. Right? So it is nothing but your absence of sensation of the weight is said to be your weightlessness. So it is nothing but your zero gravitational force. See, in this image, you can see the astronomer. He has crossed the escape velocity value, that is 11.2 kilometers per second. The escape velocity, having the escape velocity, has escaped the certain influence of gravity, and then he has acquired zero gravitational force. That is all about your weightlessness. That is, there is zero sensation of weight. You start floating. Do we start floating on Earth, inside on the surface of the Earth? No, whatever you throw, it comes back and falls. It is just because of the gravity, influence of gravity, and here it is zero gravity. That is all about your weightlessness. So in today's class, we had studied regarding your satellites, types of satellites, as well as the energy required for the satellites in order to orbit, and the weightlessness. Geosynchronous satellite as well as polar satellites. So I hope you're clear with the satellites concept of today's. So let us all meet in our next session with a new chapter. Until then, have a good day. Thank you.